Hi, I'm Plami, and in this episode of the Nostalgia Trip, I'm gonna be continuing with my reactions to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 2012 series. In this episode, we're gonna be checking out Season 1, Episode 23, Parasitica, and Season 1, Episode 24, Operation Breakout. I gotta say, both of these names sound really exciting, so I'm kind of excited to get into these episodes, but before we get into that, there are a few things that I just want to quickly talk about. Yes, I'm in a different place. You can notice that by the background. Some of you, if you have been subscribed to my channel since I first started it back in 2019, will know this background because this is where I started my YouTube channel and where I started reacting to TMNT 2003 series. So that is interesting. But we're almost done with the first season of TMNT 2012. Which I've answered to some of you guys' comments about it, and I've explained what that means. But for those of you who haven't read some of those comments, once I'm done with the first season of TMNT 2012, I'm gonna be taking a little bit of a break from reacting to TMNT. And the reason why I'm gonna be doing that is not because I don't enjoy reacting to TMNT or anything like that, no. But because if you don't remember, I've been reacting to other cartoon series as well. I've been reacting to Fullmetal Alchemist, the 2003 series as well, and Generator Rex, but I haven't reacted to those two specific series in a little while because I just find it very hard to be able to juggle all three series at the same time and edit them all. So the way I decided to go about it instead is do at least a season of each series one by one by switching them up after a while. So not only that is gonna keep my reactions to all the series fresh, but it's gonna be better for me to handle because whenever I have to switch to editing from one series to another, I have to switch gears in my head about how am I supposed to edit this show and what I'm supposed to focus on this show. Because for example, for TMNT 2012, when I edit, what I focus on putting in the video is usually funny or jokey moments or some really cool action or really important moments for the episode. While for the Fullmetal Alchemist series, I don't necessarily focus on the action because it's an old-ass show, so it's not necessarily gonna have the best action, but I focus on putting the most emotional or impactful or plot-heavy moments, and there's still some cool action, so there's definitely a big difference between the things I keep in the reactions. And switching from one to the other is a little hard, so because of that, once I'm done with the first season of TMNT, which means not after this episode, but after the next episode of the Nostalgia Trip, when we do episode 25 and 26, I'm gonna be moving on to doing Fullmetal Alchemist until I'm at episode 26, which means that probably for about 2 months I will be doing that. But then after I'm done with the first 26 episodes of Fullmetal Alchemist, I'm gonna move on to doing the first season of Generator Rex. And yes, I understand that for you guys that might suck, and I still might occasionally do TMNT reactions again, because I myself wouldn't like to have such a big gap between those shows. And my opinion might change. I might decide to do all three series at the same time again. We'll see about that. But for now, that's how it's gonna be. But because some of you guys, I know, are not necessarily gonna like that, I have a special thing prepared for the anniversary from when I started my YouTube channel, when I started reacting to TMNT 2003. And I don't necessarily want to reveal it, but I think you're gonna be very interested in me reacting to that certain thing. Yes, it has connection to TMNT, but yeah, I don't want to spoil it right now. I might spoil it in the next episode of the Nostalgia Trip, which is going to be released on Wednesday. And again, I want to reiterate, going forward, my cartoon reactions are going to be released on Wednesdays, so that's when you can expect them. The only reason why this one is not released on a Wednesday is because last week I was busy and I didn't manage to record one. And some of you guys asked me to do this, and I wanted to react to TMNT as well, so I decided to just do it. But yeah, enough chatting about stuff. Let's get into the first episode, Parasitica, in 3, 2, 1.
fire the weapons.
I don't think so.
See, that's your problem. If I was in charge of weapons, I'd be firing at things all the time.
And yeah, that's
That
why you're not in
mailbox,
charge of
blam.
weapons,
That
Mikey.
newsstand, boom. That porta potty, splat.
And that's why you're not in charge of the weapon.
Exactly.
Now get back to your station and tell me which way to go.
Okay. You should turn right 3 blocks ago.
We need a plan, and fast!
I know. I'll catch him in my Kasaragama chain.
That wasp is too strong. How about this? Mikey, you get it to chase you, and we'll ambush it.
Why don't we ever do my plans?
Because they're your plans. Now go!
I mean, his plan wasn't worse than yours, to be honest.
Hey,
At least he wouldn't have put him in trouble. Or in danger, should I say.
Get it!
See, this is putting Mikey in danger. Chaining the wasp, however futile, was safer. And there's no reason why you couldn't have tried that.
Now!
See?
How you like me now?
It's still a better plan than what you were trying to do.
A few seconds ago.
Just grab the fucking chain! You dumbasses, you suck! Oh, he got stung, didn't he?
See? My plan
Uh-oh.
worked. I tired it out.
You didn't tire it out. The wasp died because it lost its stinger.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, in me.
Oh.
Fascinating.
Stop! What are you doing?
Dissecting it.
Absolutely not! This is the only egg we have. We need to learn how it develops.
Well
Why?
then, I guess I'll just keep staring at it.
Good idea. From over there.
Why is he acting like this?
Well, I think
There's gotta be something about that,
in the other room. Raph,
that
Mikey,
wasp
you
bite.
join me?
Not unless you get more specific.
Issue 1 that he keeps wrapped in plastic.
Well, we're out of toilet paper, and I thought the pages from this rare and valuable comic book would do the job nicely. Oh, yeah.
The 2003 Mikey would not even dare to say that. You're a pathetic excuse for a Mikey character.
I thought.
Alright, that tears it. I'm destroying the egg tonight. Myself!
You know, the turtles in this series might be a little bit more three-dimensional, which I agree that they are, but I like the more defined characters of the 2003 series. They stood out from each other more, and I like that. Like, sure, Leo and Mikey both being into comic books and shit.
Leo, what are you doing?
Ooh. Makes them more relatable,
If that thing hatches,
but
it might try to eat
it
us.
doesn't feel as interesting, as cool. I don't know.
Alright, this freak show ends now.
What, are you gonna stab him to death?
Come on, bro. Snap out of it.
Ooh, that was cool.
You're not yourself, Leo. Let me help you.
He's like a zombie.
Did you bite me? You
He is like a zombie. Oh shit, what the hell is gonna happen now? Are there gonna be two of them?
He said he was going for the egg last night.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, this is a really cool episode. Okay, that's kind of terrifying, the sound of it. They really sound like zombies.
No, no!
I honestly would really love a zombie cartoon. I really wonder what you could get away with something like that. Like, I'm not talking about like an adult cartoon with zombies, but a child cartoon with zombies. I feel like that in some way would be more impactful.
Huh? I must
Uh-oh.
have been bitten during the fight. Now, I'm infected too.
Oh, now Mike is gonna save everybody. He's gonna be the badass that he is. Hell yes.
I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna
You know,
make it.
didn't we have a similar kind of plot in the 2003 series, but it was in
You're gonna
the
have to knock me out so you can finish
in the
antibody
Fast
yourself.
Forward
But
season?
Donnie,
Just promise
Man,
me.
just thinking about that season makes me
okay,
nostalgic.
okay. So what do
I
do?
already want to
I'm
rewatch
not
that
exactly the
series,
most
you know?
sciencey type. I finally understand what is so awesome about this egg.
Yeah, he's faking it. He's 100% faking it. They're not showing his eyes for a reason.
It is glorious.
What have you done?
Pulled your bacon out the frying pan, bro.
How did you survive? How did you
You
do
said
it?
Michelangelo was safe. You said you turned him.
I did.
Did you, Donnie? Did you really? You did, but after you bit me, I was totally wigging. I almost passed out like 19 times, bro. But I stayed with it long enough to hurt my brain to remember everything you said.
Good job, Mikey.
The antibody yourself?
And you were just pretending to be one of us?
Yep.
But that's smart.
Yeah, it is. Just call me Dr. Einstein.
Damn. I love when they show Mikey as capable character. Sometimes, actually a lot of the time, he falls prey to his character stereotype.
3 wasps? Guys, get up!
And I think that's a shame. I think the 2003 series handled it better because it showed him as a capable fighter who can actually defeat Donnie, Raph, and even Leo. Like, he was up there with Leo in terms of his skills. So far,
Get away from them!
Mikey on this show has been mostly a joke, even though he has been the first to deal with stuff in a lot of ways. He was the first turtle to meet the Krang, and they didn't believe him at first. He solved the problem in this episode now, and they're still underappreciating him. Wait, what? Good job, Mikey! You're the king, you're the best. Okay, he's instantly my favorite turtle in this series.
Saved your lives again, dudes! I am on a roll today.
Yeah, he is.
I'm a hero!
Fuck this show, man. This is the kind of shit that infuriates me about this show. Like, I know that I've been a little bit too negative, and I'm not, like, pissed off or anything, but it just bothers me every single time. And maybe it's just for a different generation of people, for different kinds of people that this is made for. Because I feel like squandering all dramatic potential or coolness potential for a joke, to me, seems stupid. And it pisses me off because, like, even when I try to get into it and like it, and they're clearly intending those jokes for me to like them, it falls through because it seems stupid to me to go in that direction. Like here, on the end of this episode, Mikey saved their lives. And even the thing that he did earlier, they're playing it off at the end as a joke, and they're not appreciating him for the hero that he is in this episode. And it bothers me. Like, come on. I feel like even the 2003 Turtles were more reasonable when it came to that, you know? Yeah, he won the battle on Nexus, and they acknowledged his skills in fighting and how he defeated everybody. Yes, Mikey got too proud of himself later on, but again, he had the skills, so he proved his worth. Kind of glad it did, because with my question in the beginning about why couldn't you trust him, his plan is perfectly viable. Um, it kind of fits with what the episode was going for, so I like that. I really enjoyed it. But again, the stupidness and the wish by the writers to make the turtles be assholes and mistreat other characters that are not them just plagues this show right now for me. And also the jokes above everything else, but it was only here at the end that I feel like it kind of moved into the other problem that I have with this, where the turtles mistreat Michelangelo because they treat him as inferior, even though he saved their lives. If he wasn't for him, they would be dead right now, but they don't really appreciate it for that. So yeah, I don't know. But I really enjoyed this episode, and with the episodes that we've had so far, this might end up being a little bit overrated in the grand scheme of things, because we still have like 3 or 4 seasons of this show, so my opinion might change and I might feel like this episode is a little overrated. But with the episodes we have so far, I would give this one honestly a solid 9.4 out of 10. I think it was a great episode. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, now I'm really hopeful that the next episode, Operation Breakout, is going to be really cool, although I have no idea who it's going to be about. I'm gonna go on a bit of a blind, what's the phrase? I don't know. I always want to use these English phrases and idioms, but I'm gonna go on a little bit of a blind shot, and I'm gonna say that the next episode is going to be about Leatherhead. Whether it's going to be about him, I don't know, but there's only one way to find out, so let's get into episode 24 in 3, 2, 1.
Don't worry, Donnie. I'm in a good mood today. I'll go easy on you.
Don't do me any favors, Raph. In fact, maybe you'll be the one who gets gone easy on by me. So, yeah.
Show off.
Worst smack talk ever.
Jimmy!
Ah! Hey, I got him! April, did you see?
Wait, what? That was a pretty good move, Donnie.
Hi to Mikey. Hi, Mikey. Donnie, haha, amazing. I didn't even see his lips move. He's like a puppet who can throw his voice to himself. Wait.
Although I have 2 pretty interesting guesses. Either it's Professor Honeycutt, because I think he's in this show, but I think he comes in later seasons. Or it's
Mr. O'Neill?
I pray you get this message. I've been moved to a secret crane facility.
Oh, okay, yeah, that actually makes much more sense.
Send help.
April's father makes much more
Guys,
sense.
listen to... If you want to impress April, better leave me out of it. Huh. Doesn't seem very cranny.
Because it's probably not. It's some kind of a trap. There's gotta be a catch to it. I don't think he's smart enough to send a message like this.
Then what's that sound? You hear that, right? It's coming from down there. Let's follow it.
What are you talking about, April?
I hear nothing.
Really?
Is this a foreshadowing?
That you are hearing something. I cannot. Well done. April? April?
Did she lie to him to just escape and help her dad? Oh, this is definitely foreshadowing. This is 100% foreshadowing.
Either Donnie's here, or the garage mechanic stole his lockpick.
So the mechanic could break into his own place? Come on, Leo. Think this stuff through, dude. Let's move! You knew that.
I love how
Alright.
how cool Mike is in these episodes, and with knowing everything and actually starting to be like a normal person, not a fucking idiot.
Punk.
Like in this moment, he was more serious-minded about saving Donnie than Leo, who took the time to joke around. I'm really liking Mikey in these two episodes.
Pretty sure Donnie took this guy out. How can you tell? He looks bored to death.
Hey guys, check out my ride.
Good job, Mikey!
Nice, Mikey!
Oh yeah.
Do not say I meant to do that.
But he did!
Let's move!
He did meant to take the car off of that. So he did meant to do it.
I don't like the sound of that.
Neither
Maybe
do
if you
I.
ignore it, it'll go away.
Yeah, sure.
Someone's not ignoring it.
Okay, I feel like Mikey's humor has kind of changed now. 'Cause like, yeah,
The door.
his comedy here was still kind of dumb,
Donnie.
but he was confident about
Mr. O'Neill.
the
Big beady
thing he was
eyes
talking
and thing
about.
with weapons.
He was confident that was the solution about the sun going away. I really like that.
Booyakasha!
Well, now Mikey definitely intended it.
Mikey.
Don't worry, I wore my seatbelt.
Come on.
See, Mikey's so fucking good. What the hell? When did he become such a cool badass? He's been great in these two episodes. He's definitely my favorite turtle right now. 100%.
Interesting. But I am curious how you hear the sound, but I do not.
Maybe it's why the Krang are after me.
April?
Not so subtle foreshadowing.
Dad!
The turtles have undoubtedly brought O'Neill back to their lair. Soon vengeance.
Are they gonna fight the lair? That'll be cool. Is that gonna be the first season finale? That was like the third season-ish guy. Was it even in the third season? I think it was in the fourth season of the 2003 series. Okay, so they intended for him to go back, but what did it do to him? Like, again, I'm really curious about what their plan is. And I'm actually kind of excited for the finale, all things considered, but yeah, I don't know. I kind of really want to watch the finale right now. But, you know, if I do that and I edit the video after I'm done with this one, it means that it's gonna be a long time until I react to TMNT again, so yeah, I don't know if I should do that. You know what? We're close to the end of the season, might as well finish it. I'm gonna be reacting to the finale right after this, so you can expect that to be uploaded soon as well. But yeah, this episode definitely wasn't as good as the last one. It's not bad, especially now towards the end that we know that there's some kind of a plan that they're planning for the finale that I'm really excited to check out. So it's gonna depend on how the finale plays out and whether that is cool, whether I would like this episode more or not. But so far it was okay. Cool moments, cool elements, but overall just not as good as the other one. I feel like there was a certain depth lacking to it, with like the villain that was chasing them most of the episode, like that lizard creature. I want to know what that's about, who he is, what he is, why he is, and all that stuff. But the one thing that I really enjoyed in this episode was definitely Mikey. He's been great. He was amazing in the last episode, and he was just as great in this one, carrying over his kind of thinking from the last episode, I feel like, or the writers were just writing him in the same way that they did in the last episode, and I really enjoyed that. So I really enjoyed him in this episode as well. But yeah, overall I just don't really have much to say about this episode. It was okay. I enjoyed it. Better than a lot of the episodes of the earlier parts of the season, but still, it's not my favorite or anything. It's definitely not as good as the last one. In terms of a rating, depending on where it's going to go in the finale of the season, it could go up to like an 8.4 out of 10, but right now, I would put it at a 7.8 out of 10. I just feel like certain parts of it weren't necessarily as developed as they should have been. But overall, it was pretty decent. I enjoyed it. So yeah, I think this is it. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories. Because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you enjoy my stories, or you simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon where you can pledge support and help get the channel going and help support me so I can keep writing stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!